Morning, everybody. Welcome to our business admin live stream today. We've got two of the tutors that teach the course here to talk to you about the programme in a little while. I'm just going to start the presentation to let you know about a little bit about the whole online open day process, because the process is new to us, so it's likely to be new to you as well. So we'll just explain little bits about the processes as we go along. So first of all, if you come here this morning straight from the website and clicked on the link to just find out a bit more, you're very welcome. Nice to see you. But if you do want to go forward and enroll on any of our courses, or certainly if you need to take an initial assessment, we'll need you to register so that we've got your contact details, and we can understand a bit about how you connect over the internet and what support you might need. So the email address, the website address is leicesterlearns.ac.uk. As you can see on the screen, just go to the website page and look at the bottom of the page, and there's the registration form for you to fill in and submit online. The live stream process today, it's an interactive. We can't see you or hear you, but we like you to ask us questions or make comments. Just say hello, say hello when you're here and you're listening. Find out more about what it is you want to know. There's a little icon on the right of your screen with a question mark and two little speech bubbles. If that box is not already open, you can open it by clicking on that icon, and at the bottom of that box there's another box. There's lots of boxes that says ask a question. That's where you can type in your comments and questions and send them to us. They will come through to us in the studio first, and then we will publish any that ask a general question that other people might be interested in knowing the answer to. But if you send us any personal details, if you want us to contact you or those kind of things, then I can assure you that we won't publish those for everybody to see, and you are perfectly safe to send those in to us here in the live stream studio. So if you want to ask us anonymously, you just tick a little box at the bottom, and that just removes your name from the question and it just asks it as anonymous. But don't feel afraid to ask any question. There's no such thing as a silly question. There's lots of things that people don't know and want to know the answer to besides you. So please do ask away. If you need any help with anything of the online process that you might go through from now on, we're here to help. If anything's not working properly or you're being frustrated by anything, then please just give us a call as soon as you can on 0116 454 1900, or send an email to the opendays@leicesterlearns.ac.uk address, and we will respond to that and arrange to get you the support that you need for that. So as we go along, in a minute, like I said, we're going to give you some course information about the range of business administration courses that we have on offer. And once you've done that, if you decide that you are interested in taking up one of those courses, you'll be asked to undertake an initial assessment. Now, they vary a little bit between the two courses, but it's likely to be a written assessment, and then we'll basically send you that by email as a PDF and a document attached to an email, and you'll fill in your response on the form. You'll type it in the computer, fill it in on the form, and send that form back to us so we can assess what level of qualification you're ready to study for. If you really can't do this, or it causes you too much stress, that's not the idea. We will be hopefully offering some in-person assessments at the college on Thursdays through August, once we're allowed to open the building back up again, once the lockdown has been eased. So don't worry about having to do it online, or there are other options as well. Again, once you have completed that and it's been agreed which courses that you can and want to enrol on, that information will be passed to our enrolment team, and they will be calling you back starting from sometime next week when the computer systems are all ready to go following our COVID-19 replanning and reorganisation, and that's why there's a small delay on that. But they'll call you and ask you all your details to fill in the enrolment, complete the enrolment process, and that's the point when they'll ask you as well if you do have any learning difficulties or other disabilities where we might need to make some adaptations or provide some extra support. We'll discuss those with you there to be able to make the necessary arrangements before your course starts. So again, we can do all of this over the phone during this period. There is some eligibility for fee-free or fee-funded courses based on your residency of the UK, EU and the EEA for at least the last 3 years. And if once you have that residency eligibility and if you're unemployed and you're earning less than £16,009.50 a year before tax, you'll be entitled to have fee-free level 1 and level 2 qualifications entirely. All of this is there are some different personal circumstances based on that, and a few different groups where these apply in slightly different ways. So if you're concerned or you've got a query about your personal situation, then please do give our enrolment team a call on 0116 454 1900, and they'll be more than pleased to talk you through those and explain what your entitlement and eligibility would be. So we're just taking a point to reassure you that with the Lasals and the Leicester City Council are doing their utmost to make sure that staff and learners in our buildings, when we're able to open them up again, will be kept as safe as possible. There'll be increased levels of cleaning and hand sanitizer stations available, and only we'll be reducing the number of people that need to be in the college at any one time. We're going to do this by making it so that only people that are coming for lessons, for their lessons, or that should be in the college, are there at any one time. There'll be no public general access for a while at least, and also that the learning programs are being adapted. So we're going to take as much as we can online, where we have learners that are able to and willing and might want to engage in that way over the internet. We use a Google-based system with lots of apps there to support this. We'll talk to you about those later. And then there'll be blended learning options where you'll have 1 week in the classroom and 1 week at home doing independent study that's been supported by the tutor. You will always be in contact with the tutor, and you'll be able to get support from them at any time with those methods, but it just allows us to allow you to have the really valuable classroom experience as well as online. So we also offer, because of the digital world is becoming so incredibly important, as we know, we are the full range of IT qualifications and skills building courses, from the beginners at digital foundation skills all the way up to a level 2 ECDL, European Computer Driving License standard qualifications. So come and see one of our live streams about the IT qualifications if you want to know more about those, or ask us when you're having your one-to-one consultations. As well, if you need some support with employment, we have the employment program, and those are arranged to help you get a job and go through application and interview and CV building and all of those things more effectively, and a range of career booster courses which will give you those skills that the employers are looking for, such as customer service and team building and decision making and communication methods. So we're here to support you in this current world where lots of people's jobs and work and employment are changing, will change or might change. We're here to help. And in addition to that, we have a free careers advice service and opportunities, and later on in the presentation I'm going to introduce you to Dan Kilgariff, who will tell you all about that offer in a bit more detail. English and Maths qualifications are absolutely vital as well. A lot of our qualification courses have an English entry requirement, and lots of jobs and employers these days are requiring their new recruits to have or gaining or working towards at least the a level 2 English and Maths functional skills. So we offer those courses as well as ESOL courses, which is English for speakers of other languages. And if you are interested or want to know more about that, you'll need to attend an initial assessment. So just tell us about that. We'll get your name added to a list of people who'll be contacted in August to book into the initial assessments when we're able to do them in late August and early September, just before the start of the new academic year. So these are our contact details. opendays@leicesterlearns.ac.uk is the email address. Drop us an email if you've got any questions or you want to undertake one of the initial assessments. And 0116 454 1900 in those office hours if you want to speak to anybody. So on that note, we're going to move over to, I'm going to introduce you to Debbie Edwards and Kawan Kaur, who are our tutors that teach on the business admin courses. So they're going to give you lots more information about the course and how it's taught. So hello, Debbie. How are you this morning?
Hi, how are you?
We're good. Yeah, we're good.
Welcome to our live stream, everyone who's here. So I'm Debbie. I can't see, is Kawan there as well?
Kawan's here as well. I'll send Kawan's camera so everyone sees. Say hello, Kawan.
Hi everybody.
Hi.
Hiya.
Okay, so we're here just to tell you about our business administration offer. So can everyone see my presentation? Has that been shared, Anna? Yeah. Okay. So so at Lasals, we're now running 3 qualification courses for learners. We're running these through a number of 2 different awarding bodies, OCR being one, and we're offering level 1 and level 2 certificate through the OCR awarding body. The second awarding body that we use is AAT, which is a recognised accounting awarding body. We're running a level 1 access award through this awarding body. So just to tell you a bit about the level 1 award, we've got a number of different units that the level 1 award you work towards. The first one is working in business administration, so it goes through a lot of the fundamental skills that you'll need for working in a business administration environment. Unit 2 is creating business documents, so you have a lot of time on the PCs and learn how to produce standard and professional business documents. Unit 3 is making and receiving calls, and this course runs from 9:30 to 3 once a week for a 10-week period. So it's quite a quick and easy course to get through. The level 2 certificate builds on the skills that you've gained from your level 1. But although you can if you've got the appropriate skills and knowledge, you can go directly into the level 2 certificate. And again, it's broken down into different units. Unit 1 on working in administration. Another unit concentrates on the written business communication, and then we're looking at another couple of units which will create your full qualification. This course runs on a Thursday morning once a week for 28 weeks. So both of these qualifications are portfolio based, so there's no exams at the end of the course. You pull together the work that you've produced in class and at home and put it into a portfolio. Both myself and Kawan and Fiona, who's another tutor who teaches in this area, and Claire, another tutor as well, will write witness statements to evidence that you've got the appropriate levels of skills to be able to pass those units. You'll have a bit of homework, and that will be marked, and you'll have full feedback from your tutors about what you need to do to improve. If at all. So the level 1 access award, this is very similar to the level 1 business administration. However, it's got a bit more of an accounts focus. So if you're looking for a job in a business environment, business admin environment, which also has a bit of accounting in, this is the ideal course for you. So you'll be registered with AAT, which is like I said earlier on. It's one of the recognised accounting awarding bodies. You'll have, again, it'll be broken down into units, preparing for work, using numbers in business, and sales and purchases in business. So it's, if you see it's there's a few differences. So even though you'll be gaining the skills for in a business environment, it would also have an accounts focus. This course runs for 3 hours once a week for 16 weeks. So again, it's quite quick and easy to get through. The assessment is a bit different, so it's not portfolio based. You have a computer based assessment, which is a test, online test, which would last for about 90 minutes at the end of the course. All our courses embed English and maths skills throughout, employability skills, equality, diversity and inclusion, and sustainability. We also concentrate on British values, prevent and safeguarding throughout the courses. So how you learn? So you'll listen and you'll make your own notes during the lessons. You'll follow on-screen instructions from your tutor, and you'll learn together in groups to improve your understanding. You'll work through your exercises, and you'll do your work from home using Classroom and Drive. So you'll have 1 week where you'll be in the classroom, and the second week you'll be working from home. As Anna said a bit earlier on, we're obviously preparing to make sure you feel safe in your learning. So COVID-19 preparations and planning are currently being finalised. So we're going to make sure that you feel safe in your classrooms, and some elements of home study will be required. So we'll have a smaller group until this pandemic is over. Progression opportunities from these courses is, we're here to help you get a job. So any of these qualifications will provide you with a gateway to employment in an administration role, and also in accounting. They'll also prepare you to go on to further level courses. So for instance, we've got a lot of accounting courses ranging from level 1 to level 3. We've got payroll. We'll also give you advice on if you want to go further into our access to higher education program, or if you want to go to university. So we just included a learner testimony here. So this is a learner that we had in our level 2 course last year. She said the business administration level 2 course was enjoyable and educational. As a mature learner, it helped me in understanding the requirement of an administrator within a business environment. The course was well structured, and the tutors, Debbie and Cowan, were brilliant and patient. I'm looking forward to enrolling on another course with Lasals. We've also we've had a number of our previous learners from that course who's been successful in getting jobs and they're quite happy in their new roles. That's over to you now, Dan, I think.
Yeah, that's a great presentation. I just wanted to take this opportunity before Dan jumps in with his fantastic presentation, just to remind everybody that's watching us today to please get involved. Please send us a message or ask a question in the Q&A pane, as I mentioned earlier on the right. Ask us a question and find out more, or just make a general comment to let us know what it is that you want to know more about. And yeah, we will move on to Dan now with his fantastic presentation. So it's just loading up, and I'm sending it over for you now, Dan. Away you go. How are you this morning?
I'm great. Thank you for that. I'll start off with the presentation now for you, if you like. Everything's ready, Anna, yeah? Okie dokie. So hello, everyone that's out there, and welcome to this short introductory talk that's focusing on the careers, advice and support provided by Leicester Adult Skills and Learning Services. So as long ago as people have worked, they have realised that work should not just be about survival, hardship or income, but it should be enjoyable and rewarding. Many of us are much more likely to work later into our old age than ever before, maybe even in job roles which don't exist as we speak now. However, you can help future-proof your career with transferable skills for work. Having an opportunity to access good quality and impartial careers advice and information is essential when considering your future career choices. At Lasals, we offer professional, impartial careers and employment information, advice and guidance from qualified and experienced advisors. This support and advice will be tailored to your needs only. We will encourage you to aim as high as possible, and we will celebrate learners who move on to new opportunities once completing courses with us. We aim to offer you the access you need to careers advice through a variety of options dependent on your needs. From face-to-face appointments, the use of the careers library, information on careers websites or online careers and work-related activities, and signposting to other services that may be of benefit to you. We aim to do this flexibly as possible across locations and formats, such as maybe having a face-to-face appointment at the new Bishopdale Centre, or either online where possible, where the bulk of our IAG around career and course choice is currently offered during this COVID lockdown. Whether it be for future studies, employment, or a career change, our in-house career service can work with you to create a career plan that helps you to create a program tailored to your needs and career goals. You can be assured that the advice and support you are offered is provided by qualified and experienced advisors working within a framework designed to maintain high standards of advice. Lasals are a matrix accredited provider, meeting their national standards for giving advice and guidance, and continue to be rated a good provider by Ofsted across all areas of our work, including career support. Anyone has any questions right now, please use the Q&A panel and leave us a message. Put your name, number or email and a question, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. Or if you'd like more information via the phone, please call the college on 0116 454 1900. And don't forget to look out for us on Facebook and Twitter. So that concludes this short introduction to the career service at Lasals. Thank you all for listening.
That's great. That's brilliant, Dan. That's a great presentation. So we really asking people to send us questions and comments, which is great. I'm going to as we do, send your camera to the thing so you can introduce people so they know your face. So when we are back in the college, they'll know who to come and approach about and getting some careers advice. You're going to be stationed primarily in the cafe when we're able to do so. Is that right? So
that's correct. Yeah, when we're back open, you can find me at the end of the cafe.
Great.
And feel free to come and holler at me and get me to have a socially distant chat with you.
That's fantastic. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Dan. We have had a question come through, which is fantastic. Somebody's asking, hello, is the business administration course only in the morning, or is there chance for an afternoon one? That's a good question. I'm going to pass back over to Debbie to answer that question for you.
At the moment, our business administration courses are in the program for the morning. However, I don't want that to stop you enrolling. We'd obviously have to do an assessment for you to make sure we put you on the right level of course. But if come along and talk to us, do our assessment, and let's see what we could do. There could be a possibility that initially we do online learning for you to start you off.
Yeah, that's great. That's a really important point, isn't it? We're in this world where we're, as I said earlier, when we're working and giving people options, because lots more people will be at home, whether working from home or just looking after family and those kind of things, then the options to have a different variety of choices for when you're able to study is a definite benefit. And yeah, we're prepared to, we want to hear those ideas, and we've had to rejig the program quite a lot anyway, so it's a matter of finding out what works best for us, our learners, and to keep us all safe and happy and learning well. That's great. I would like to pass over to Kawan now, so she can introduce herself as one of the tutors on the course, and maybe talk about what she feels about the learning experience for the learners, or any additional things that she wants to add from what's already been said. How are you, Kawan?
I am good. I'm good. Experience was good. Even learners have great experience on the course. And while me and Debbie, we have learners, I just want to share one experience. While one of our learners doing the course, she found a job. She was looking for a job and was offered for interview. And Debbie immediately suggested her to go to our career advisor, Dion, at that time was in charge. So we arranged appointment with Dion for her so that she can practice her interview skills. And at the end, she found the job. And while she was on the course, her employer is really nice and adjusted time so she can complete the course, because she'd done 2/3 of the course at that time. So skills are transferable. So if learners are doing the business admin course, it doesn't mean that it will go to office environment. They can use the skills anywhere else. Either like one of our learner found a job in a call center. So skills, I think, can be used anywhere. You just need to adapt to it.
Absolutely, that's a really important thing. I think business administration skills would be really useful for anybody who may be looking to set up their own business, or in a range of different industries, because it gives you all those skills to do the things that you might need to do to build the business successfully and professionally as well. So yeah, that's really valuable. So thank you for that. The fact that we do that, and we link our learners, we make sure that they've got access to the right information and support to help them get into work or improve their job as they go along while they're on the course is really, I think it's definitely one of our strengths, I believe. So yeah, that's a fantastic story.
Yeah. As long as there's a good communication, I think it's really helpful for the learner and our side. When they communicate with us, then we know what to do and how to signpost them. As we have got the service available in our college, why not offer to everyone? Sometimes people might not know it. You just need to spread the word out.
Excellent. Yeah. And that fact that the employers are if the employers can tell that you are on a program or a journey of self-improvement, and to boost those skills, that's going to be a benefit for the employer as well. So a good employer, they're negotiating their member of staff's ability to continue and complete those learning journeys to gain those qualifications is a really a valuable thing for them, as it is for the learner or the employee. So that's that's great. That's a great opportunity. Debbie, have you got anything else as well that you'd like to share or add to the presentation?
I can't think of anything else. I mean, if just to say, if you've got any questions, we're here to answer them. You know, we want to make sure that you're on the right course, as well as and you're going to be confident in what you're going to attain at the end of your learning journey. So please ask us questions if you've got anything burning. Yeah, that's about it, really.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, that is the primary message, isn't it? That we're here. That's why we're doing the live streams, to give people the information and to be able to encourage people to continue on their learning journey, even while we're in this current state of at home lockdown and the pandemic. That, you know, it's actually a good time to consider your career development, career changes, and that there are opportunities out there to learn in new and different ways to improve those prospects. I'm just going to re-emphasize what Debbie just said about, please send us some messages or some comments to let us know that this is that we've told you the information that you need, or if there's any other comments that you want to make, please do send them in. It helps us to be interactive and know what you're thinking out there. So I think it's a good time to mention the the IT qualifications as well, and the linkage is between the business admin and some of the, in fact, most of the vocational courses, and the need for the IT skills. So what have you got any advice for people about what IT skills it would be beneficial for them to get or to work through?
Yeah, well, obviously IT skills is extremely beneficial for anyone working in a business environment, and we've got a range of IT qualifications and also skills development courses, so you don't necessarily have to take a qualification. You could just come and develop your IT and digital skills. Alongside this course, the majority of the IT courses are free. The government's now recognised that it's a functional skill with effect from next academic year, and they're encouraging everyone to improve their digital skills. Obviously, it's crucial in a business administration, in a modern business world, that people have the IT skills that they need to be able to work in a professional way in that environment.
Yeah, absolutely. Everything's done on computers and now more so online, as we were saying earlier. So that's where the digital essential and digital foundation skills courses come in, and they really build your base of knowledge across a range of interactive online and using the online world. As I said before, they cover using devices and how to communicate online using the social media or the email, or all the different methods of electronic communication that we've got, how to understand them all and which to use at the right time. It will help you understand how to interact safely and look after your own well-being when you're using the online world, as well as to how to manage the data and the information that comes off the internet, and to be able to analyze it a bit yourself, so you can know which of those sources are justified. And in the world of fake news that we have at the minute, that's a really valuable skill. So if you are lacking a little bit in confidence in those things, or you just want to make sure that you really do have a strong knowledge in that, yeah, do come and talk to us about that. Like we said, the foundation and essential skills level are free to anybody who meets the residency eligibility criteria, and if you then want to move into the qualification courses, if you need that to prove for an employer or anything like that, to that you've got those skills, then that's where the fee funding for the free courses for people who are unemployed or on the low wage, that's where those that's what those affects. That's great. We've had another question come in saying, can I apply for any of these courses even if I have a degree in a different field, which would be accounted as having a higher level qualification? That's a really, really good question. And the answer is no. If it's in a different field, obviously, if you had a degree in computers or IT, then you wouldn't be able to take, there'd be no point in you taking a lower level qualification in that, and that wouldn't be supported by the awarding bodies as well. However, you know, in allied, or, you know, lots of people need career changes and lots of people need to move around, so there's absolutely no problem with taking one of these courses if you've got a higher qualification in a different subject. Lots of our learners do. So there's like I said, that's really not come and talk to us, and we will talk to you about what's the best and right level of course for you. You've got those skills, and you've demonstrated that the learning is something that you're able to do. So transfer and move those skills over into different will be certainly more easy for you. As well as that said, it's worth pointing out that in the current world, functional skills and an actual GCSE level C and above, or a functional skills certificate and the proof of that actual qualification is what most employers and things require. Even if you have a degree in another allied subject or those kind of things, most places still require you to actually have that piece of paper and that piece of proof. So it's still worth considering as well, pursuing or completing an English or maths qualification at that level if you haven't got that proof or you didn't achieve that before you went to university. Although for yourself with a master in chemistry, I'm sure that maths is not a problem, and I'm sure the English is not a problem as well. But I know from personal experience, if you've lost that certificate or it was so long ago that you haven't got it, then it's definitely still worth doing that. As the same thing as Debbie said with the IT, and it's being seen as a functional skill now. The government are saying everybody should have that, you know, proof of that level of skills and qualification, because you need it in life. That's why those courses are encouraged and will become more increasingly free and available in the same way, just free for all as the English and Maths qualifications are currently. And we've had a nice comment saying we've explained everything really well, but answered most of my questions. Thank you for answering the questions. You're very welcome. We're glad to have had you here, and that you've learned a lot as you've gone along. So just one more opportunity to say, if there's anybody else that has any questions and doesn't feel like that they've had them all answered, then please send us a message, or you can please send us get in contact with us by email to let us know what courses is it that you would like to pursue, and we will get the initial assessment sent out to you in a link, so you can do the initial assessment in your own time. We will send you the document with some instructions about it, how we'd like you to go about filling in, but then you're able to do that in the comfort of your own home without the stress of having to come into somewhere socially distanced and exam type circumstances, which is what the in-person assessments are unfortunately going to need to be. So if you're able to, and you've got the computer at home that you can type, that's going to be the easiest way for you to respond to the initial assessment. It is also worth saying at this point that because we're doing these online, we're asking you to make sure that they are a true representation of your work and your level of your existing level of ability. In which case, as is always the case anyway, but when you start your course, you will be given another initial assessment, so that we can just absolutely clarify when you start your course that this is the right level of course for you. It might turn out that that your skills are better than you felt that you were able to achieve at the during the online initial assessment, or the other way. It might be that we decide that with you that you're not ready for that level of course in a minute, and we will discuss your options about moving to a more appropriate level of course for you. So the initial assessment is a really important thing to do for you and us, but just so that you can be reassured that we will be here to help support you and just make sure that you're able to achieve the potential that you're seeking. So that's great. Thank you very much. I think we've had a lot of people saying that we've covered it all, which is nice. So I'm just going to pass back briefly to Debbie and Kalwant to close off and give us some last comments from where we are. Debbie, how?
Just to say thank you for attending today, and we hope to hear from you soon about enrolment onto the courses. I'll say goodbye and hand you over to Kalwant.
Hiya. Just want to say as well, sometimes it's just the first step. If you take the first step, you will find your answer, and just pick your phone up, ring us, or you can send us a message to our email, which is openday@leicesterlearns.ac.uk. So
yeah, that's right, open days at Leicester
open
Learns.
days.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you, Kalwant. Keep going.
Thank you. Yeah, that's all I want to say, because I found out when I was based in settings, it's hard for the learners to take the first step. That's why I want to say try, and if you're interested, make use of the time, this difficult time, especially if you want to brush your skills or plan to change your career or learn new skills or build your confidence. All right then, thank you.
That's really great, Kalwant. Yeah, that's a really important message. The first step is sometimes the hardest, but we hope if you can come and take your first steps with us, then we've got all the people to help advise you and support you along that first stage in your journey. So don't be afraid, don't be shy. Now's the time to look into making those changes. On that note, I'm going to say goodbye, and we're going to close the live stream at this point. Please do get back in contact with us on the open days at leicesterlearns.ac.uk or 0116 454 1900. Thank you very much. See you at one of our other live streams, hopefully. Bye.
Bye. Thank you, Anna. Bye.